Hello, my name is Mandula, and just channeling through these sacred conversations, collective readings, and picking up on the current energy, which is going to be completely timeless. Please just know that these messages are not personal, it is on a collective basis. So some parts will seem very specific, some parts won't resonate at all. That simply means this message is not for you. So, yeah, sometimes just learning to not make things fit. This might be part of the talk today. In this particular time, we are journeying from a full moon, the full moon in Pisces. Like I said, even if you're hearing about the full moon in Pisces, the energy will still pick up the same. So what I am picking up in the energy around us right now, it is very dense and it is very light. What that means right now is that we are particularly moving from anything that has separated us from our highest perspective and self, is merging into oneness. So we are moving into a deeper state of divine union. So what that means is that I would say like the 3D, the ego, the more attached material aspects of your world, it has been crumbling. The facade, the lies are crumbling. And from the separation, we move into the truth. So I remember an astrologer doing a reading for me, and the beautiful description of when you were born and the planets were in a certain mode and node and direction. She said that it's almost like taking a picture in that moment that was captured. And with that picture, so much can be said about you, right? I mean, hence why when we look at photography, the photographer was capturing a certain moment and a certain feeling. The photographer was capturing a certain message to allow the people observing to be able to shift perspective and to open yourself up to different perspectives. So I'm getting that you're in a particular stage in your life where things appear to be crumbling in the 3D, the ego base, the stuff that you have sort of like accumulated for quite some time. And it's natural for you to want to hold on to what you have built for so long. But at this stage, because of this big merger, and you would have probably felt it 4 years ago from today, that a bigger shift had started for you, right? So within this merger of you coming into full divine union with yourself, your stories of what you were raised to believe the world was, And when I mean raised, it goes from your early childhood to the environment, your schooling, your friends, your extramural activities. It includes that world. That is now, you found yourself at a stage where that is now crumbling, and all that is crumbling now are the untruths, the stories that you've held about people, places, things, etc. And now the truth is being revealed. So if you have been connected to people through your wounds, of which you might have been, then you are now seeing the truth from your highest perspective. Your highest perspective is calling you in to go in. So I am getting, there is something that happened about, I would say like less than a month and a half ago, within this month and a half time frame, that you have adapted a certain habit that you've almost swiveled away from. And I'm getting from that swiveling away, Spirit is encouraging you to go back, because sort of the older habits that you are comfortably getting yourself tapped back into are now keeping you almost like molded still within this 3D, this old frame of beliefs and patterns. And I'm getting, go into about a 3 or 4 day, 4 days, whether it's 3 nights, 4 days, or 3 days, 3 nights. I'm not sure. Does that even work? 3 nights, 3 days. I don't know. But I'm just getting something 3 or 4, using the number 3 and 4 is going to be very important for you. When we look at the number 3, we look at the addition to things. I remember a numerologist explaining, when you look at the number 1, the 1 has come to start, the 2 has come to be in partnership. So it's like the mother and the father, and then the 3, this is where the child comes in. So you are building something within a family structure. You are adding to a unit. So something is being added, and you got to use that number 2. And then the number 4 is structure, because that has foundation, like a very strong foundation set. So right now, the number 4 is very good to help you ground. So whether it's multiples of 4 or just singular 4, just the number 4, tap into that energy and tap into the number 3, because you are setting your foundation and you're adding to that. Okay. And then we move from that, the number 3 and 4, and we go back to, there is something that you need to almost like dry fast on. And it's not only food related. It could be if you have that capacity for that. But there's something that you need to strip away. So maybe it's like the use of your phone, getting someone who's very tapped into technology, some form of technology on your phone, on your laptop, consumed, like very, very consumed. Tap out of that, so that you can tap into the divine feminine energy, which is the world of the unknown. Because now in this separation, if you tap back into your old habits, then there is room for that to let the divine union lag a little bit, just because of your mental clarity. you won't be as mentally clear. So I'm getting something needs to be stripped away for 3-4 days and go dry on it, like completely just cast it aside and see what happens after these next 3-4 days, right? It's going to be very important for you. And then I'm getting that there's something that you have been praying for and you prayed for, and you saw very quick results. Like your prayer was answered very quickly. And I'm getting you might not have received it exactly how you thought, but you received it even better. So tap back into that energy and framework of what you did. There was a certain method, and I'm getting tap into, I hope I get the pronunciation right, but Wayne Dyer or Dwyer. I'm getting stay in the wish fulfilled. Listen to his talks on the wish fulfilled. Stay in that energy of the wish fulfilled. That energy is going to help you a lot. Start studying that if you haven't been or you don't know about it. And then I'm also getting the word quantum jumping. Maybe for some of you, you would relate more to quantum jumping. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just like the language and the access point is always important, because wherever you have that intention and you have an easier connection or deeper resonance to that, it's going to be easier for you to either go to the wish fulfilled, Wayne, Mr. D, and then quantum jumping, quantum leaping. And I'm getting really tap into, because right now what is happening is this is a mind, this is all in the mind. And when we look at the mind, we're going to look at the 3 levels of unconsciousness, consciousness, and subconscious. And then there's obviously the superconscious, but we won't go into that one. Just the 3 main, which will just be easier to relate to, is unconsciousness, which is unawareness of what is actually happening. And unconsciousness is your habit pattern from your past, from your wounds, from the things that have been passed down to you, 2 generational curses or traumas that have been passed down to you that you are unaware of, because it has been projected, and you have continued this pattern on and on and on and on and on and on. So there's also like a projection. Right now, you either might be on a scale of 1 to 10. Some of you might be like on a 1. Some of you like leaning right into the 10, where that sense of separation is feeling a lot stronger, because, like I said, all of this is in the mind. So we go from unconsciousness to consciousness, which is about being more aware. So obviously, when you become more aware that you are, how you have been relating is from the wound. And because the wound is healing and you're becoming more conscious from the unconscious state of mind, you are now having to tap the consciousness with the subconsciousness, which is the heart. So the subconsciousness is where we try to tap into the most. And the work that I do is helping people just go to bridge the gap between the head and the heart. It's one of the longest journeys, but can be shortened when there's certain practices to incorporate into your life to be able to shift that. But right now, I'm getting you in particular might need to just really take your time with it, right? And then some of you, who have been practicing and have known this method but are engraving it a little bit deeper, is definitely you need to go into the 3 or 4 dry something. Something needs to be dry. Something needs to be cut off. Something needs to be stripped off. Whether it's your use of technology, like not on your phone for the next three days. The typical things you would be like scrolling, or that needs to just stop for these next 3 days. And it's like, if you really want what you want, there's almost like a sacrifice. And I'm getting like, you almost don't necessarily have a choice, but obviously we always have a choice. But in particular, you there's like, you don't have a choice. Like you need to do this. Yeah, and then we go into the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is the heart, and that's where the divine resides. And the subconscious mind holds a lot of memory. And within the memory, we are moving through a deep, deep, deep sense of purification right now as a collective. And hence why you are going to want to, or you're going to feel certain parts of you wanting to move into the old habits by running away. And not assuming or expecting the best possible outcome from this divine union that you are experiencing within yourself, right? So you're just going to see now that a lot of people at this point in your life are completely revealing themselves, completely revealing yourself. And depending on the stage that you are at, you would either react from your triggers, or you will not react from your triggers. And I'm getting an encouragement to not react on your triggers, specifically if you understand that you are healed in this particular aspect of your life. Because remember, healing is a journey. So I remember someone going, when is this going to stop? And I'm like, it's a ever continuous thing, because if you, let's just say you open up the door and you stump your foot against the door, right? Ouch. Okay, cool. Then you go into the shower and perhaps you hit your head against something that needs healing. So it's like you can't want that to stop. It's a process of, when something just randomly happens and you don't know why. It's not as if you plan to go kicking your big toe against something, right? But something caused you because you needed to stop. So, okay. So I'm really getting, because of this divine union, you really, really need to just go inwards. And it's an encouragement from spirit that everything is going to be fine. I'm getting, you have been in quote unquote worse conditions than this. And you simply got to look at your history. Look at your history. Look at when you were in a particular situation like this, what you took from that, and what you did then is what you need to do now, but with some added extra oomph. Okay, so you are going to be absolutely fine. All that is happening is the truth is being revealed, and as the truth is being revealed, it's almost like this matrix is completely shattering. What you thought was isn't, who you thought is isn't, and that's going to come with some grief. Go in so that you don't attach more to what is slipping away right now. And I'm wishing you just all the best with this particular part of your journey. I'm wishing you love. I wish that you can feel held, and your guides want you to just really connect to the heart. Connect right into the heart. Okay, I'm going to end this reading. Let's just take a deep breath. God, thank you so much for this reading. Thank you for these messages. For those who need to hear this message and act up on this message, that what they will hear is what they will listen to very clearly, the instructions that were given, because from a deep intuitive space, they are fully aware of what these messages were for them. And with wisdom that they carry, they will know exactly what to do, and they will go in without reacting from a deep healed space. That when someone shows and reveals themselves, or things become revealed, they honor those people or those things for the role in which they have come to play. So we just give gratitude. We give gratitude to the people who are causing disruption, or it feels like they are causing disruption. Remember, you have called each other in for this experience. So instead of resisting it, accept it. Accept that this is part of your path and your calling, and it is going to be okay, because it has always ever been okay. You are divinely protected, you're divinely supported, and you're divinely guided. So we thank these messages for being received and for the deep resonance. Ashe. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe, and really go in to the heart, the subconscious mind. Do everything as much as you can to go into the subconscious mind, because once again, everything's going to be okay. All right, love you.